hello, and welcome. This is the World Mission Update. I'm Rusty Humphreys. That guy there, he's Greg Kelley, and he's the CEO of World Mission. And you don't like to help people when they look bad. And you don't like to say, man, you look tired. But boy, you look tired.
Oh, thank you, Rusty. I appreciate
why
it.
is that?
Well, we just got back from Kenya, 30 hours of travel from the time we left Nairobi. So feeling fresh here in Phoenix, though.
You doing okay?
Super, yeah.
You've had not a lot of sleep.
Not a lot of sleep.
And then we're in a classroom.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
So we came right out of Nairobi to this conference. So the LCMS is a Lutheran Church, Missouri Synod, and it's a leadership conference. So there's a couple thousand people that we're looking at right out here.
There's a lot of people. Show them. There you go. Outside. Here, go and hurry, walk. People are busy. They want to see the people and then go right back. That's good. Okay, perfect. Now turn around and come follow me. Okay, so there's a bunch of people here. What is it that they want to learn?
About all kinds of leadership stuff, church growth, and missions, of course.
Okay.
That's what we're hoping, that this classroom gets filled with lots of excited people about the Great Commission, and we're going to talk to them about it.
You know, this classroom, and we got little midget people chairs, little kitty chairs, and so we're going to push you in the way.
This reminds me of the hotel we stayed at in Bangladesh, by the way. I don't know about you. I mean, it has a resemblance to that, doesn't it? Is that a bad memory for you?
Yes.
Sorry.
Go back to the Bangladesh show and hear the story about how I lost it in the middle of Bangladesh in a hotel room that was supposed to be a hotel room, but it looked just like this. But instead of the table and the boxes, it was a mattress, and he wanted me to sleep on it. Long story, we'll tell you later. Okay, so part of your mission is education and teaching other people about what World Mission does. We do it in the World Mission Update, but that's kind of what you're doing here. What is it you want to talk about?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people who are coming to this who want to grow and expand their sort of horizons. So we'll talk about missions. We'll talk about especially about unreached people groups, because a lot of organizations that do missions, they're not talking about unreached people groups. They're talking about their great projects, but most of the missions activity that's done is done in places where the gospel is already established.
Right.
So when we at World Mission, we talk about the projects. We do the water projects, the treasure distribution, but more importantly, we talk about the where, which is places the gospel's never been. Yeah, we believe that Jesus' last 4 words matters, and that's what we talk. That's how we frame it, which are ends of the earth. So God bless. And in fact, there's an argument that can be made. What that guy's doing, the Bible says, pure and undefiled religion is caring for orphans and widows in their distress. We don't argue with that. We're glad people are doing that.
Okay, so you're not saying, forget the orphans. No. I don't care about them widows. We got stuff to do.
You're not saying that.
No,
okay. Because the issue is, it's the conjunction is the key. It's not comma and it's not or, but it's and. Okay. But the problem is that most people just stop with a great guy like that, very articulate, very excited, very passionate, and that's all they do. And they never get to and ends of the earth.
Ah, okay. And you believe the ends of the earth, probably the and part, may be more important.
Well, I mean, I think you can make a case that if we're to fulfill Jesus' greatest assignment, which is the Great Commission, go make disciples of all nations, and you make the case that there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. And the Great Commission never gets finished by solely connecting with wonderful guys like that. It will never get done because they are not fishing in places where the gospel has never been.
Right.
And that's why every Christian has to have that expression of the ends of the earth. Do the things what our brother was doing, Latin America, sponsor the Christian child in an orphanage in Kenya, but understand what's going on in Pakistan, understand what's going on in northern Kenya among people groups like the Dashanak, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. Do you get pushback on that?
Do I push back on?
Do you get pushback? People go, wait a second, Greg.
I think, yes. I mean, that's a short answer, but I think there's something, probably the thing that concerns me the most about missions, because we're all in this together. It's not, my organization is better than yours. We have to view it, sort of collectively. We're kingdom oriented. But I think the attribute that scares me the most about missions is something that I would characterize as territorialism. Now, it's a big word, but it basically means I'm a turf monger. And if you come into my turf or step on my toes, I'm going to get offended, and it's my thing. There's no room for that in the kingdom. So we can't have territorialism. And you don't just see that domestically in the U.S., but you see that on the ground too, where people are not coordinating, working together. And I think that's a real inhibitor to the gospel going to the ends of the earth.
And I've seen that too, and
Yeah.
and I like the way you do it, where you're looking for partners and people to work together.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I like about World Mission. I've seen it in the field. I've seen what they've done. This is a great organization and one that you should sponsor and help, and I'll use the word donate,
Yeah.
if you would. Worldmission.cc is where they go, right?
Worldmission.cc. And of course, we have our ongoing work among Afghan refugees right now in Pakistan, and of course, still getting people today. Rusty, there's still Christians inside of Afghanistan that are being hunted down by the Taliban. We've talked about this a lot, but it's just one of those things we have to be aware when we're doing missions. We have to look at it kind of in, hey, what's the immediate need right now, but also long-term strategy. Those things need to coexist. And when you talk about immediate needs, I mean, I'm sorry, but it's hard for me to think of anything more immediate than people being gutted and killed right now. So with that, they can go to worldmission.help.
Okay.
And that gives information on the Afghan work.
All right, worldmission.help to help Afghanistan, worldmission.cc to help get the solar-powered audio Bible, the treasure, into the hands of people all over the world. Help Greg Kelley and his great team at World Mission to really make a difference, and you can really be a part of that. So please go to worldmission.cc or worldmission.help. But until next time, I'm Rusty Humphreys. That guy's Greg Kelley, the CEO of World Mission, and this is the World Mission Update.